Hello there. Today we'll be taking a look at the new 332nd Ahsoka Clone Trooper Battle Pack. And after I build it, I'll be giving my review on this set, as well as to come the other Star Wars mechs that have just come out in the new August wave of LEGO Star Wars. So let's get right into building. Before I begin building this set, I'd just like to point out that I won't be using the instruction manual. As these sets are officially out, I can use the PDF instructions, which I find much easier to use rather than flicking through the pages, so you can see exactly what I'm seeing on my screen right now down in the bottom left corner of your screen, so you can follow along and just know which stage of the building process I'm at. If you wanted to look out for anything I point out whilst I'm building, and you can see the step number clearly in the bottom left. Just to take a look at all these new pieces here. Well, not new pieces, but fairly new, as we did only just get these in the new ATTE that comes with Commander Cody, who needs these visors. And it's really cool to be getting them again, as I can apply a few more of these to my other 212th troopers, and also any other clone troopers that I want to. And I do enjoy getting 4 of each of these, much like in the new Boba mech, as especially these pieces, the viewfinders, are very useful for custom figures. Whoops, looks like I forgot the backpacks here. As you might have noticed with this clone trooper for Vaughn, his torso stands out from the rest with his little captain insignia just printed here on his torso, and is a completely new piece, as we didn't get any of these in the recent 501st Battle Pack. And I haven't seen this piece around before, so I think this could be one of the potentially new pieces from this set. I'm not too sure why we're concealing a tile here, but I won't question it. It's a really smart use of the bracket here to create a little light to go just underneath the top bit there, between the 2 seats and in front of the engine. And that is our speeder complete. Now Vaughn and one of the other clones can sit inside this swamp speeder, just like so. And it's a bit of a difficulty to wiggle them in, but these front flaps do fold down, so you can fit them in just that much easier. And overall, the set turned out really well and includes this little mini cannon, which makes for a cool side piece to make use of a few extra pieces. And I've just realised I have forgotten 2 pieces. If you saw them, do let me know in the comments. But just under here, there should be these blue curved tiles, or rounded off slope pieces that cover the studs and finish the set, making it look just a little bit nicer. And now that it is actually completed, I can give you my opinion of the set, and I think it's a really cool battle pack. Definitely getting the clones for such a cheap price rather than the first 501st battle pack we got, and comparing this vehicle to the first battle pack vehicle that I ever got, it gives me a similar vibe and probably uses about the same amount of pieces. Now, we did not see a swamp speeder on Mandalore, where these 332nd Legion made their only stand, as they were all, spoiler alert, killed off very shortly after. However, much like the AAT and the droids that we also didn't see in our first set, It makes for a fun LEGO build nonetheless, and they couldn't just keep reusing the same scenes or making up their own vehicles to put in these sets. Well, I mean, I guess they technically have, but it's nice to see a few other sets that perhaps these can be used for a 501st mock, as the 332nd are an extension of the 501st, and as you can see here, if I remove the helmet, they are not too much different than the 501st characters we got in all the other sets, especially when you look at the fact they've got the same heads, torsos and leg printing and are identical in every way, much like they would be in universe, as after all they are clone troopers. And if we also take a look at the 332nd trooper we got in that old AAT set with Ahsoka and the droid, the torso, legs and head do remain the same. However, there is a new helmet piece which will make many fans interested in this set, as you can see on the side there, we do have helmet holes, which means you can equip accessories much like Captain Vaughn's visor. And if this helmet will stay still, you can see it is slightly above where the hole would be on an in-universe helmet. However, it does not make that much big of a difference and allows for the accessories to sit properly on the troopers' helmets, so is really not a problem at all. Also, the artwork showed the helmets with the black lines to be a little odd compared to how they've turned out, and they have turned out really well. Obviously, the artwork isn't as close to this middle bit here as it shows on the box. However, that is just a render, and they are unable to get them exactly how they look in person, and perhaps even improve it for advertising. But the black lines look just the same as they do on any of the other clone helmets, and it is a really nice piece. Top off the 332nd minifigures. Now, as to how many you can get of these, Captain Vaughn's figure does have the Captain torso. However, this visor can be just as easily removed, and now he becomes any other captain. Or perhaps you can swap out the torso for one of your 501st minifigures, play them around, and not only do you have a 501st captain, but also another normal 332nd clone. It's as easy even as just switching the helmets on these two troopers, making a 501st captain and a 332nd clone trooper. As long as you have the 501st troopers to spare, you can have as many plain 332nd troopers as you would like, assisting Captain Vaughn in protecting Mandalore. Now, as I said, I do have a few other sets on the way, so do keep an eye out for that. And as you can see in the background, I have already reviewed this Boba Fett mech, and it's really cool, so do check out that review video. I'll leave that on screen now, and stay tuned for more LEGO Star Wars. May the Force be with you always.